So, let's just get straight to it. So, for those who don't know, there was an Oshana charity donation thing in Reddit that someone posted. It was essentially challenging the devs, the Arrowhead Studio devs. Not me. Why the fuck that's struggling with these type of videos, man? It was struggling. Oh my, I'm struggling. He was essentially saying that, you know, challenging the devs to their own game and just saying, hey, I'm going to put some donations and stuff towards charity, you know, feel free to join along, all that type of stuff. I mean, I don't need to explain this, you probably already know. You're not going to be watching this video updating you about this, so I don't know why I'm trying to explain it. But essentially, he got a bunch of death threats and threats at the place that he volunteered at, this like horse sanctuary place he's working at since 2011. And they essentially had to like let him go because of a security risk, and they're just trying to get by themselves, as he explains in the message, which is like upsetting on that part. The fact that some squats online can have this kind of power is, I don't even know what to make of it myself. My brain is struggling to like comprehend why these pieces of shit have this much power over someone. Now, I'm not, you know, I don't know what to do in terms of these people banning them, but they're just going to make another account. I don't know what will be done. I mean, police get involved with this type of stuff? I don't know. But to the gentleman who did this stuff happen to, because by the way, he also lost his job at an electrical company that he works at mainly. Which he's been working at for 7 years, I believe he said. Yeah, 7 years, he said. He lost his way of living and the way to support for his family and stuff because of some sad fucks online in Reddit. Like, why? First of all, again, my apologies to the gentleman, because I have no idea. I mean, I know how it is to lose a job and stuff and being let go and everything. I'm sure everyone's had that similar sort of feeling. Also, it's similar to it at least anyway. But I imagine maybe you got a mortgage, maybe you got, you said you had a family, maybe you got kids. You know, you said you had a wife because your wife also got death threats as well. Or she got like some threatening stuff to her. Which, coming up someone's wife over, like, those of you, like, the fact that this was over a video game. And look, I fucking love video games. I would want to dedicate my lives to video games. I mean, I'm an indie dev myself, and I dream and think video game mechanics, storylines, themes, settings, pretty much day in, day out. And yet, you know, I'm not one to take things too seriously. I mean, you might hear me get salty and rage in terms of games like Dark Souls or especially Dark Souls. But, you know, like Helldivers 2, you maybe heard me, like, you know, get salty and stuff.
There's something here.
But I will never dream about going, oh, this guy wants to make this game different. I'm gonna, like, send him death threats and all this stuff. But what psychotic sad fuck does that? But to that gentleman, please, you know, I understand thinking of looking bleak. I don't know what your mindset is, but please don't lose hope or faith if you're religious yourself. You know, there are good people out there, and one good example of this is please put a donation box out or something online, whether that be for Twitter, not me, X. Because no bunker. But people are willing to help out and stuff. Okay. I can do what the mobs do in this game. Very cool. But please do that, because there are people out there who are generalists and would be able to help. I myself won't be able to put anything towards it, which might sound like a cunt thing to do. That's because I myself am struggling very much. I live in the UK. If anyone who knows about the current work-life UK situation, you'll know that life is a bit shit. But, you know, I can help out in other ways, though. Just like the rest of the community can. Anyway, sorry about that. I had to take a minute because I had to get my fucking thoughts together. I don't know why I struggle so bad with this type of stuff, but I would normally make like a text-based. I'm doing it again. Text-based videos and stuff, but speaking in videos has actually been quite nice. It does help me actually quite a bit, especially when I'm playing games, because I don't have to think as much, and just generally helps. I'm sorry, this is a sidetrack to the thing. I don't want to, but I'm just very conscious about how this is coming across. Anyway, going back to the actual main subject instead of making it about me. I don't know what's installed next. I don't know what this gentleman can do next in terms of, you know, trying to get his, you know, life back in order, essentially, after what's happened. So, what was, you know, sorry about the pause there, guys. I'm just trying to get my thoughts together here. All this started over some feedback to a video game. That's what he was doing. He was challenging the game, challenging the devs, sorry. Today, what me, not what you call. Challenging the devs to their game, saying, hey, you know, what do we play the game? And, you know, you guys can see for yourself the faults and stuff with it. Uses loadouts and stuff. And, you know, just see for yourself what the community is on about and everything. And fair play to the CEO, Sham, of Arrowhead, he was like, yeah, you know, like, I'll do it. He was like, yeah, you know, I'll do it and everything. And he said, just give me the loadout and everything. Yeah, thank you. It's so much fun to do that. And he did the, you know, the challenge. He did the, well, he was willing to do the challenge. He got death threats himself actually, and that's what caused him. Our head actually did something for that. I don't know really why they. I know it's a bit. Other YouTubers themselves have called it out, but it's a bit funny how they, you know, cross the line there. But when it comes to certain other parts of the community and stuff, yeah, no. But all this started over like feedback, like what is it? The most frustrating thing I have over this game, guys, is the fact that you can't criticize this game. This game is beyond criticizing. You can't say, oh no, you can't say that. Anything. No, eliminate shit. No, you just got good at the game. No, you think the story in this game's terrible. No. Enemies shouldn't be able to go through walls. No, shut up. You don't even know about. This is. I'm not mentioning everyone, by the way. Anyway, to everyone who's watching this, this is just the people with that type of mindset. That is. You don't have any idea, like. Criticizing is not hating. I can love something whilst criticizing it it's by its flaws. The whole point of criticizing is taking something by the flaws and going, I love this, and I want this to get better. Here's my thoughts on it. Take that as you will, and see what we can do about implementing certain things. Oh, in Helldivers 2 case, the leaving it a dog shit. Here's the community's feedback and what we think should be put together. Obviously not what people who play the game are devs, are developers. So here's our thoughts on 2 cents in the case. I've looked through the feedback and go, that sounds good, what can we actually realistically implement into the game and make it better for everyone? That's not hating. Yes, you may see in comments and in YouTube, and especially in my videos as well, getting frustrated, swearing and getting salty and getting mad, but that's just, that comes with the territory, you know, especially when you just lose your calm and stuff. Helldivers 2 has especially been pissing me off the most recently. Especially pissed me off the most recently, as this game. I've been having so many problems with it, and look, I fucking love Helldivers 2 and adore this game. And I wasn't originally going to make feedback videos or criticizing videos myself. Mainly due to the fact that I myself don't want to, I was a bit elderly, but also because, as I mentioned earlier, I have trouble speaking. And it's really hard for me to, like, put, like, serious, not necessarily serious videos, but, you know, more well-structured videos together. I'm really envious of people who can, like, in, like, these short YouTube shorts, who can talk clearly and speak in, like, these, like, sentences without stuttering and their voice breaking apart and stuff. I'm really envious of that. But I am going to be making videos criticising Helldivers 2, the game as a whole, what we can do to move forward. what I would suggest implementing. And you know what, this thing, guys, you know, this is just the personal opinions and stuff. I personally think we should. This game has been out for 2 years, right? We shouldn't be at the point now where we should be at the point in this lifespan of this game where quality of life things should be added. Enemies going through the walls shouldn't be a thing. Automatons, the way they're structured. For example, I've got this portal in my backpack. I should have actually gone to automatons to prove this fact, but I like how calm the Illuminati are on the level 1 missions. And that is just like how bad the automatons are. I fucking love the automatons. I'll put my kill count and stuff on the screen now if I remember. I think I got 138,000 kills or something with them. They're my favourite faction. I love the aura. I love the way they're designed. My favourite like art style is the like Mad Max style. So like holy shit, I've actually forgotten it. The art style that I love is called Diesel Punk, and I don't know why I forgot about there. Like, oh sorry, that Diesel Punk, and that's one of the reasons why I love automatons. But the main thing that, in terms of feedback, for example, the fire hose, if I shoot that, no, I said I'm not gonna do it.
Nothing in the chamber.
Okay, never mind. I just go fuck myself then, and I will be making videos anyway on criticising the game, both in terms of factions and in the actual core of the game. For example, one criticism I have of this game is the fact that the devs want this game to be like a realism sim, or at least that was the goal of the game. Yeah, realism doesn't really evolve on the fact that, like, on the automatons front, as soon as you land, the mortars will open fire upon you. That's not how, as far as I'm not military, or, you know, I've never been in the military or anything, but as far as I'm aware, that's not how oh god, we got a whole bunch of them. It's not how mortar works, artillery. You get someone to get in the coordinates of the enemy, you call it in, boom, dead. Artillery doesn't know where you are by you fucking voodoo magic. The devs themselves seem to be very against the whole like magic based thing. They want to base the stuff in reality and everything like that. Again, a lot of things in this game go against that fucking formula that they're wanting for this game.
Say hello to democracy!
For example, the cannons on top of the doggos, the war striders or whatever they're called. Yeah, war striders? Yeah, war striders. For the automatons. Yeah, the cannons and miniguns no issue before the actual entity of the actual sentry, before the actual bot itself does. And that doesn't make any sense. That goes completely against logic. How does the cannon have its own sentience? I get the doggo, it has its own sentience, because if you ever get them in a convoy, they actually do the Ottoman chant, which is really cool to listen to. I'll take into note War Striders. War Striders are the single thing that make me go against the automatons. Because I fucking hate the War Striders. I despise them beyond belief, especially when they first launched. When they first launched, it is just... there was no... You couldn't beat them without taking EATs or Recoil's Rifle or Whalegun or any of that kind of type of stuff. Weak points where you thought were weak points were not weak points. You thought, oh, maybe that little eye socket, no, it didn't work. Or maybe that little hatch sensor thing that they got on top of the head. Yeah, nah, mate. Okay, what about their legs? Yeah, nah, not much. It was the little joints between the legs, which was very hard to aim in this game. Anyone who's played this game, you'll know how bad the sway is in this game. It's not the best. It was horrible to go up against. And, you know, it's not just that, it's the fact that my faith in Arrowhead and my faith in Helldivers 2 has dropped considerably. The Oshana Into the Unjust update really broke me. I'm not a big bug fan. I've hated them since the Freedom of Escalation update. Alpha Commander spawning Alpha Warriors, which is still a fucking thing in this game. The fact that hasn't been fixed. The fact that 49s haven't been fixed since that Warspawn has launched itself, which is well over a year ago now. 49s still go over the target's head where your cursor is. It's fine making a medium pin and give you more ammo, but you didn't fix the core problem with them. Didn't make any sense to me. There's still things, a lot of problems with this game, and I'm going to be making some videos and giving my 2 cents on it. Again, you don't have to agree. You don't have to disagree. You just can just hear and just go and just listen and go, yeah, alright, okay, see your point. And we can, as a community as a whole, try and meet in the middle with somewhere and then tell that to the devs and then come to an agreement with somewhere and see an actual plausible future for this game. I love this game. I want this game to have a 10-year lifespan or even longer than that. I want to be there like in PlanetSide 1 and this other MMO game I'm trying to think of, where the servers were being shut off and all the community came together to give their final goodbyes. And just picturing that with Helldivers 2 and the journey that we had along the way with this, that'll be sick as fuck. That'll be so awesome to see. But if the devs keep going on this way, it's not, and the game as a whole keeps going down this way, we're not going to meet, the game's not going to make it to fucking 5 years, never mind anything more than, oh, what do I do? 5 years. But, again, the 90% of you watching this, hell, 95% of you watching this, I understand that, you know, you guys will understand. And it's only that very small vocal minority that for some reason seems to be getting a bigger voice. Especially now, since Arrowhead has kind of just caved into their like demands really. Is not wise, because these bullies types, as soon as they get one itch in, they will push boundaries again and again and again. Because that's what they do. And finally, I'm going to end it here because I'm losing losing my will to put my 2 cents together here. To that gentleman who, you know, again, I just want to say on my behalf, I'm sorry what happened to you, and I just want to say that, and that's all my brain can muster at this point for some reason. To everyone else who's watching this, first of all, thank you for putting up with me. That is so satisfying. Thank you for putting up with me, and I do apologise about my speak. I am going to be making more videos and stuff, so please just bear in mind in the future of my voice and everything. And I'm going to try and do my best to make more calculated videos, shall we say. I do apologise about the 100 subscriber special, which I was going to make because I never thought I would hit 100 subs. But that kind of got shoved under the other amount of videos I wanted to make, and then it just never kind of happened, unfortunately. I do apologise about that. But, you know, it's not like I get 100. Plus, I don't know, I had doubts with making that type of video. In any case, I'm going to end it now because I'm just waffling and dying at the same time here. So, thank you to everyone who's watching, and take care and have a nice week.